Rated PG-13.
What's up, guys? It's the Middle Age Gamer, and we are playing the Southeastern High Speed route on Train Sim World 2 yet again. This scenario is called Shopping Shuttle. It's basically going from London St. Pancras International out to Ebbsfleet International and then back. I did make a pretty big mistake, but I was able to recover from it relatively quickly. If you watch the video in its entirety and see my mistake, put in the comments below exactly what I did, because I don't know. I think I turned the reverser off, but like I said, I was able to recover fairly quickly and didn't really lose hardly any time. In fact, I think I kept the entire timetable if I remember right. Anyways, go ahead and like this video below. Comment below if you would like to. Definitely appreciate it. This was part of a live stream at twitch.tv/themiddleagegamer. So head over to twitch.tv if you want to go ahead and watch some future live streams. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers. All right, guys. Round 2 of Shopping Shuttle. I absolutely broke the locomotive the first time around here at twitch.tv/themiddleagegamer. But welcome to St. Pancras International. Because of the busy bank holiday weekend, an extra service has been put in operation, which you will be driving. Head towards the cab to get started. Why, yes, I will head towards the cab. Let's go. All right, it can't go much worse than getting stuck in a tunnel. I'll tell you that much. Master key on. We'll put this in neutral. We're going to unlock the doors. So right here, left-hand side. Let's go ahead and set up the train to run overhead power. Pan up. Reset breaker. Alright, let's go turn our warning systems on, which is probably what caused me to stop in the middle of the tunnel, unfortunately. There we go. All of our safety systems are now on and operating, ensuring that we may not complete the scenario in full. Turn DRA off. I'm also going to go ahead and turn the headlights on. Day running. Let's go ahead and give our passengers some fan and AC. There we go. Alright, we're pretty much set up now. That's what it was, Magnesium. So I did put it to emergency, but I didn't wait till the alarm stopped. That's the problem. That's 100% what it was, too. Our cup holder looks a little dirty. Just saying. Alright, Verser to forward now. We can go ahead and give it some power to get moving. And we're heading out of London towards Stratford International, which is not very international of a station from what I hear. Yeah, good job, Magnesium. No, I had actually put it into emergency brake. I just didn't give it enough time to reset the signal or reset the alarm. So that's my fault. Although at that point the scenario was kind of messed up either way. You're not supposed to jack it up that bad. Anyways, we're headed out of beautiful St. Pancras here in London with one of my favorite trains, the Class 395 10th anniversary Javelin. I think some people, when Dovetail Game was live streaming, they were complaining about how close this building is to the tracks, but they were saying it's exactly like that in real life. Like, legit, the building is that close. Which, if that's the case, I want to live there. I want to live right in that window where I can wave at passengers and have a beer. Is that weird? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the beer. I think the beer's kicking in, guys. Alright, here we go. Up a little incline here as we head towards the first long tunnel on our way to Ebbsfleet International. Tunnel entrance is coming up. And for those that are going to be watching this on YouTube, assuming this ever hits YouTube, I'm going to show you can get to an exterior view inside this tunnel for whatever reason. Alright, TVM signaling is active. There we go, we've got clearance up to 200. Full power. Again, we talked about how the cab should not be lit up in this part of the tunnel. It should be pitch black, but that will correct itself here shortly. And what I did want to show you is that, yes, oh, even the train's lit up inside the tunnel. There it goes. That's how it should look inside the tunnel. But the fact that we can do an exterior view in the tunnel in itself is pretty amazing. I don't know if we're supposed to be able to do that. A little sinker. Alright, at least you feel my pain, man. No one likes getting stuck in a tunnel and not being able to exit. I was getting claustrophobic earlier. Alright, I'm going to keep a close eye on TVM signaling now. Good thing I'm in cab for the driver vigilance alarm as well. Alright, I got clearance at 225. However, we're going to have to start braking here in just a minute. Alright, just got to make sure we're under 200 by the next signal, which we already are. And I believe this one goes down to 160, I believe. I'm going to brake just a little bit more. There we go. Make sure we're under 160, and I believe it goes down to 100 on our way to Stratford. So we're going to go ahead and keep on braking. In fact, we're going to brake just a little bit harder. Now we gotta get all the way down to 100 by the time we hit the next signal. So yeah, make sure to brake hard coming in here. There we go. We are 100% under the 100 kilometers per hour needed. So we won't get the emergency brakes turned on again. Never had that happen. Oh man. Alright, the beautiful, the wonderful, the extravagant Stratford International, guys. Here we go. Like I said, last time we ran this, I think it's the opposite. It's not that great of a station, supposedly. I think it looks pretty cool myself, but like I said, I've never been there in person. Can't really say either way. Let's go ahead and unlock the right-hand side doors. Ooh, ah, so beautiful. Again, I probably should be running around the station trying to look for the boards to uncheck, but I'm not. Just sipping beer in my cab. And from my understanding, the actual tractive motors are back here, which is why even when you go to the third rail, you really can't hear a lot of the power from the cab. Whereas a lot of locomotives have the tractive motor right underneath the cab, where it's pretty loud in there. All right, we actually got to wait another minute or so. Again, if you're just tuning in, please hit the follow button if you're watching at twitch.tv/themiddleagedgamer. Definitely appreciate it, guys. Sinker, Magnesium, Crusher, Strummer, everybody else that's in here. I definitely appreciate you for hanging out with me as well. I'm officially over 3 hours of streaming too, which I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's kind of creepy. It's like we're walking. The person walking is pushing the camera. That's kind of funny. All right, let's go ahead and lock the doors up. And let's head to Ebbsfleet International is next up. And we're going to be heading into our second long tunnel here in just a second. $16 miles to go. I'm sure I said it, but Editing Mass, thank you for the follow. Definitely appreciate it, man. I need to slow down. There we go. Got clearance up to 225, so we can go full power. And we cannot get into the exterior view in this particular tunnel for whatever reason. Yep, they were touching my camera, man. I don't know how I feel about that. Probably need to go back in the menu and take off the destination icon. Don't really need that because it already tells us in the top left that we're 15 miles out. Eventually I want to run this entire route with no HUD is my goal. And that includes the high speed and the regional portion of the route too. Oh god. I keep hitting tab instead of Q on the keyboard on accident. Alright, almost to 200 kilometers per hour. Still in the heart of the tunnel right now. Have a train outside of my house too. Unfortunately, I don't have the live train cam set up on OBS as of yet. Today's my very first day streaming with the new software. It's working relatively good too. Yeah, try not to, man. I'm nervous now to go too fast, honestly. Funny part is I got to Ebbsfleet and I was on my way back. You'd think I wouldn't make any mistakes on the way back, but lure is pretty loud. You need to start clicking it every 30 seconds or so instead of waiting for it to go off. Alright, we're going to come out of the second tunnel here in just a second. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. There we go. Pretty big incline here as we, even though we're full power, still lose a little bit of speed right here. You can see the destination boards actually work now, which is cool. You can see the train says we're going to Ebbsfleet International. Passed by another 395 right there. The one thing I haven't seen is they were talking about one of the trains on the route has a different livery than the one that we have. We have the 10th anniversary edition livery on right now, but there's actually a second livery out there somewhere, and I guess if you see it as kind of a specialty, you just catch it at the right time. And apparently it runs a specific timetable to where you have to catch it probably in the timetable scenarios, I'm assuming, but would have been cool if they made a scenario that where you pass it by during the scenario too, which they might have. I don't know. I haven't played enough of this route as of yet, but I want to see the other livery for this train. The Trainbow, is that what they call it? Is it a rainbow? Like legit? Get on the exterior, a little higher view for you guys. And we should be getting fairly close to the third tunnel that goes under the Thames River here in a second. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I have been to London, so you would think I would get the name correct. You have a 4% chance of driving. Oh wow, okay. Is that a, like a legit figure? It'd be cool to get that on a video though, for like YouTube. Like, surprise, I got the Trainbow livery. Alright, we should be entering that third tunnel here shortly. Again, the strange part of this scenario is we don't have a arrival time to Ebbsfleet International for whatever reason. I'm going to go ahead and start braking though. Got to brake fairly hard just because we're going on a 2.5% decline. I definitely have to brake pretty hard actually. And there's an additional reduction of speed that you normally don't see. Normally it goes down to 130 as you come into Ebbsfleet. And for whatever reason, I think it goes down to like 80 on this scenario. From what I remember. So we'll find out here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and brake a little bit more than normal. We're already down to 130. And I think it reduces speed right here to something weird coming up. At least I think. I'm going to stick around 80 going up since we don't have a timetable as of right now. Alright, we're under 130, which is good. Maybe? Oh, here we go. Under 70. Which is kind of a first. I don't remember it ever going down that far. So yeah, it goes down to 70 right there, which is really, really strange. Maybe because it's switching tracks to the other side is the only thing I can think of. Because normally, I think we're on the left-hand side if we were going past the station. So that could be what it is. Let's go ahead and unlock doors left-hand side. Alright, so it's basically change ins and begin return service to London St. Pancras. Get back in the cab real quick. So 4% chance of driving. You can't select as one of the locos, is my understanding. Let's go ahead and do this real fast. DRA. Cursor off. And just in case, I'm going to turn this stuff off. Back to the way it was. Just so it doesn't have to affect the other side. I don't think it would, but never know. Alright, let's do a little quick sprint across the way. Yeah, thank you, Wagnism. I got that slow down. Actually did not speed that time, which is nice. And I think the slowdown is solely because we're switching tracks to this portion, which would be nice for them to put in the description saying, hey, you're going to be going to Ebbsfleet and back. That would give you kind of a heads up, hey, you're switching platforms, but, you know, it is what it is. Pan up, and then we're going to clear the circuit breaker. I don't think that's cleared for some reason. There we go, that's cleared. Let's go ahead and check headlights, day running. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on our safety systems real quick. DSD to normal, AWS to normal. Go ahead and turn TVM to normal as well as KBB. And then we're going to go ahead and clear out that warning as well. What up, Leos? How's it going, man? And thank you for the follow. Definitely appreciate it, man. Hopefully I don't jack this up on the way back. We're going to be going from Ebbsfleet International, where we're currently at, back to London St. Pancras. And I think we're stopping at Stratford International again, if I remember right. No. It's not that hard, no. This is by far not the hardest locomotive to use, and the only thing that takes a little bit, I guess, of understanding is when you switch from third rail to overhead rail, you do have to do a couple things down here with the circuit breakers and the pan up, pan down. Other than that, it's pretty easy to drive. Safety basically turns on the driver vigilance alarm, which goes off every minute. And I think also, since we oversped on the TVM signaling, which is this board right here, it actually turned the emergency brakes on like we did last scenario. So had I had the systems turned off, it wouldn't have caused us to do the emergency braking, which would have been nice, but a little bit too late to go back, huh? Turn DRA off, so we're resetting it, and we should be able to go ahead and apply power to get moving. Headlights are good, everything else is good as far as I know. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to try not to jack it up this time around. That's the plan, at least. Oh, I get what you're saying. Like, sorry. Yeah. Safety, what's that? I say that all the time, too. Like, if my friend's, like, crying or saying, if they ever mention anything about emotions, I'm like, emotions? What are those? I don't know what those are. Stupid crap like that. Alright, so TVM signaling is active, as you can see, and we're going to do our best to not go over that speed. In fact, I'm going to let it coast right now. Alright, here we go. We're going to go under the Thames River. Uh-oh. I just hit something. I don't know what I hit. I literally did what I said I wasn't going to do. Do I have power again? Oh, okay. I turned the reverser to off. No way. I literally did what I said I wasn't going to do. Do we have power still? Why are we going so slow? Okay, we're getting back up to speed. Jesus. I somehow put the reverser... Or I turned the master key off. I don't know. I think I put the reverser in off completely and it just shut the whole system down. Luckily I was able to reset it, but we're going pretty slow. I'm going to turn this on and reset it. There we go. Looks like we're picking up speed. Are we? Or are we just going downhill? Hang on. I don't think we have power, guys. I think power is not on. Oh, we got a circuit breaker off. The circuit breaker's tripped right now. Let me turn it back to neutral. Come on. Why is it not resetting? There it goes. Now we got power. There we go. Oh my god. The nightmare that is this scenario. We're gonna be behind schedule big time now. Yeah, I just noticed that sinker. Had I noticed it before, the circuit breaker was tripped right here. We had both lights on. All right, I go back. Leo, I know you asked if the high-speed train was hard to drive. I'm going to go back and say, yes, it's hard to drive. Only because I've had problem after problem on this scenario. But it's actually easy to drive if you do everything the right way. Yeah. Exactly, magnesium. Oh. I'm assuming that's going to put us way behind schedule. I don't know 100% for certain, but we'll see. That was a good probably 2 minutes of downtime right there. Let's get on the outside real fast before we hit the second long tunnel. It's true. That is how you learn. Love the scenery on this route, though. So we still have a few minutes to go 10 miles. Hoping for the best. That's true, yeah, I didn't think about that. Are they all dressed nicer? Maybe I should do like a side-by-side comparison of how the passengers are dressed on this one. Isn't that stereotyping, though? Does someone say class action lawsuit? I'm just kidding. Jokes, I got jokes. I suddenly get a letter from Dovetail Games, a cease and desist from playing their video game for talking about class action lawsuits. Alright, we are going downhill slightly. I'm so scared to overspeed now, just because of the first time, but we also jacked it up this time around, so maybe I shouldn't be. Yeah, there's a lot of people wearing suits inside, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, they really are, aren't they? Alright, this is the first of 2 more tunnels we're going through. This is actually a fairly long one as we head into Stratford International. Going a little bit over speed. Slow down just a tad bit. The conductors are on some Dramamine or what? Oh man. I'm gonna have to watch you play more Train Sim Little Sinker. I've missed all the good stuff, it sounds like. I don't think it's odd magnesium. I think it's a good call out. But you're right. They do seem to be dressed a bit nicer than some of the other routes I've seen. Alright, so we only got about 3 minutes to come in to Stratford. Might be on time, guys. Got to slow down. So we got the TVM signaling blinking at us, which means we have the slow down period coming up. Let's go ahead and start braking a little bit. Make sure to get under 200. Definitely need to brake a little bit more. And we're going to continue braking. Actually, I'm going to brake relatively hard to get down to 160. There we go. I'm going to continue braking as well to get our speed down even further. Gotta get under 100, which we're almost to 100 right now anyways. There we go. We're at 100 kilometers per hour now. Still had about 600 yards to brake even more, but I do not want the emergency brakes to go on. And we should be coming out of the tunnel any second now. There we go. We're actually going to arrive on time, it looks like, too. Well, even with our little mistake, we're going to put that in quotation marks right there. This is the TMAG International Rail Line. Speaking to all the passengers, I want to thank you guys for all dressing up for Suit Friday. Wait, it'd be Suit Saturday, excuse me. And on this journey, I promise not to trip the emergency brakes again, guys, so you can enjoy your fine wines and cheeses without getting stuck in the tunnel this time around. Yeah, we're actually arriving like right on time. Still got a minute to come in to stop, which is going to take us about a minute of in-game time. I'm really excited to do this route without the HUD on altogether to see how I do. Let's go ahead and open doors. There we go. Quick look around, quick gander of this beautiful train. Sticker, you might be doing something wrong if every other scenario your train is bursting into flames, man. Of course, I take these games a little too seriously. Even like Truck Sim, I try to drive as realistically as possible. A lot of the streamers out there, literally, they're just doing 90 miles per hour everywhere, weaving in and out of traffic, which is cool. I mean, you know, you play it how you want to play it. It's a sim game, so to me, it's like you're supposed to be simulating real life, but I see the fun part about like crashing trains and doing that stuff too. I don't mind that. It's just not me. Call me the boring one. Unfortunately, it's just part of my personality type. God, I love this train though. It's beautiful. (2009-2019) Southeastern High Speed 10th Anniversary Edition, Javelin livery. Oh, let's go ahead and lock the doors up. Okay, next is London St. Pancras International. Let's go ahead and get up to speed. There we go. Just keep an eye on my speed until we get the full release. It's only 5 miles away, so it's going to be a relatively quick getting up to speed, along with quick getting back down the speed. I almost always take off the throttle, but every time I take off the throttle, it clears it to 230. I'm just afraid to go above the 100 right here. There it goes. I actually got clearance early. Perfect. Now we can actually do the other exterior view here, which is kind of cool. I don't know if my screenshot for Steam's working or not. I'd like to take a screenshot of that though, honestly. Let's get our HUD back on. What are you trying to say, Wagnesium? I feel like I'm doing a pretty damn good job. You know, a damn good job is relative. Everything's relative in this world, right? Oh man, could be worse. The fact is, I'm not hammered though. That's a fact. So all the mistakes I made is completely sober or slightly buzzed. I need to just get hammered one night and play this game and see how bad I do. All right, we already got slowdowns coming in, so let's go ahead and turn the brake on. Oh. I'm just going to cruise at 160 because I don't know what the next thing is coming up. I think it's 160. In fact, coming into St. Pancras could be slower if we switch tracks. I don't know. We'll go ahead and continue to brake just a little bit more. Still a ways off, but let's see what it has us getting down to. Down to 100. Okay, so I definitely need to brake pretty hard to get down to 100 in time. There we go. Alright, we're under 100. Gotta get under 80 actually next. There's that lighting problem on the dash I was talking about earlier. That should hopefully be fixed by the next time we play this. hoping. Get down to 60. Get down to 40. And we got double yellow coming up. Leads us into a single yellow. Got 3.5% decline right here in this little section, which is kind of crazy. It's an insane decline right there. Jesus. All right, coming into platform 2 or terminal 2 here. It's your attention to detail and safety that our lack of some draw, such a stark contrast. Yeah, you make a good point. You make a very, very valid point right there. All right, we are back in beautiful London. Wow, that was a adventure of adventures right there. Jesus. Very interesting. All right, let's go ahead and unlock the doors. There we go. Unload the passengers real quick. Alright guys, after this scenario I'm probably going to end up taking a break. I'll probably be back on later playing some Call of Duty or potentially some Satisfactory depending on how things go. Set the DRA. Max brake, okay. Turn to max. Turn the headlights off. Reverser to off. Master key off. Okay. All right, let's see how we did. I guess I don't have to get out of here for any reason, but hopefully that's gold. Even though I kind of jacked it up. We'll see if that deducts points for any reason. Ah, there we go. Gold medal. All right, guys, that was the shopping shuttle scenario of the Southeastern High Speed route for Train Sim World 2, going from St. Pancras London to Ebbsfleet International and back to London again. We took 43 minutes worth of time, about double that because I jacked it up the first time around on live stream. We drove 45.19 miles and we walked a whole whopping 169.52 yards. Anyways, if you guys are watching this on both twitch.tv/themiddleagedgamer or YouTube, thank you guys for watching. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit the like button, comment below. I'll see you guys on the next video, and don't die.
Don't you know?